everything. On day 47, I came back to Felix to hand in the assignment.
Zeman, well done. You found my shark. In exchange, I'll give you this secret thing. Come on, Zeman. Bye-bye.
The Felix NPC disappeared, but he left us the very gift that I spoke about since the very beginning.
So, sonic rifle and cell? Well, it seems that Felix disappeared, but we have a rifle. Thank you very much, Felix, for this thing.
On day 47, I tested the sonic gun, and it was just drop dead cool.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
On day 49, I wanted to show you what we have with that same bunker in the cliff. I wanted to show you, well, and continue improving it, as well as show you.
Well, actually, I want to show you what I managed to build here on the first floor. But it's still kind of nothing. But still a room appeared there. And here we have this front door. Well, there's no door itself, of course, but I got these cool blocks in the city and put them here. In my opinion, it looks very in short, you get the idea. It's really cool. And here we have a completely empty territory right now. We'll fill it out right now and arrange everything here.
I arranged the premises quite quickly. Put some chests under my second warehouse, put in sofas, rugs, and also a bed. And, well, that's all for now. It turned out really cozy. And on day 49, I decided to put some animals into our pens. These are cows, chickens, and pigs.
Okay, stay back, zombies. Actually, there's quite a few of them. Let's move forward really carefully. So, guys, left or right? Left or right?
On day 50, I decided to take a walk around the island, and as usual, I saw a huge number of zombies, as well as a road that led somewhere deeper into the island.
Hey guys, as usual, this is Zeman, and look what I found. Some kind of road going somewhere. It's pretty interesting, of course. What's there? Let's go check it out now.
I walked along the road until I ran into a gate like this, and of course, there was a huge number of zombies around it.
Look at what kind of doors I found, and I think a huge horde of zombies is running towards me right now. So come on, one at a time, guys. Come on, one at a time. Have some self-respect after all. The distance is 1.5 meters. Come on, back off, back off.
I think that the survivors once held the defense here, but the zombies broke through it. The first thing I did at the checkpoint was go to the booth and find a box there. I found a pistol and some ammo in the box. Once inside, the zombies attacked me again, but I managed to deal with them quite easily.
Come on, let's be friends. Okay, it looks really detailed. There's some orange buildings, and judging by the sounds, I feel that, yeah, good evening. Oh, that's where all the zombies are, guys. That's crazy. Look at how many of them there are. Some kind of building, and wow, these are some 3 very powerful fans. Look.
I decided to start exploring the complex from the left building with these huge fans. There was quite a lot of loot inside, but I can highlight one cool item that I found.
Faraday helmet. What is that? I'm even scared to wear it. Guys, look at this. I don't know. I think that a zombie should be scared of me or mistake me for one of their own. There's so many coal blocks here. Okay, maybe it was worth coming here just for this. We're collectors of cars. I'll make my own parking lot with them. So here we already have some kind of exit or entrance. I don't really want to go there. We already had this in the last episode.
When I went outside, I realized it was already getting dark and I need to go home. On day 51, I thought it was enough to run on my own 2 feet. It was time to get transport, and I even remembered where I could do it.
So guys, I came for this scooter. Okay, let's slowly deal with these zombies and pick it up. Let's fill it up with gas right now. Great, and that's it. We can go. Not to say that it's very fast, but in any case, we now have transport and you can easily move around the island on it. But still, it's faster than walking.
Arriving back home, I had a brilliant idea. Why don't we make an underground parking lot right under a house? But first, as usual, we needed to deal with the zombies.
Look at them, they're swimming. Yeah, guys, it really wouldn't hurt you to wash yourself.
On day 52, I began implementing my plan. The first thing I needed to do was get enough asphalt. I spent half a day on this. Once back, I began clearing my area and began laying out the road. Day 53, part of the road was ready. I even added some grass to the road to make it look more apocalyptic.
Well guys, look, this is the path I made. Unfortunately, it's not yet to the very end, but soon I'll finish it. But for now guys, I want to make a bridge, specifically to my mainland, or an island.
And by the evening, the bridge was ready.
Okay friends, it's already getting dark and let's finally go into our mini garage for now. Yeah, of course I haven't done anything here yet, but at least I can park my moped here. And there'll be a road through which I can easily get to the garage. But now it's better to close this whole thing for the night and go to bed.
On day 54, I started strengthening my checkpoint post. I placed barbed wire, curb boxes for the road, and also decided to build a small observation tower so that zombies, or something worse, came at me, I could always defend myself. It turned out quite well, miniature and most importantly, practical.
Good morning, guys. Let's go on an adventure.
On day 55, I was going to return back to that complex and finish looting it. Perhaps I'll be able to find just good loot there and maybe some clues to the plot.
What? I just ran out of fuel. Okay, this should have been taken care of in advance.
Then I decided to go on foot, and fortunately it wasn't that far.
Oh, I see zombies. Oh, they set me on fire. Now I'll have to carefully destroy them with my pistol. They seem to have more HP, and indeed, it became much more difficult to kill them. This is the building, and I feel we should go there now. Let's see what we have here. No, I don't really want to go in there now. Okay, they won't get through. We'll close the entrance now. Well, what do we have here, guys? I'll be level 6 soon. That's it, let's go in. First, let's light up the entire place. Okay, we have some kind of note here. After the virus spread, few personnel remained at the nuclear power plant. What will happen next is unknown. It's necessary to maintain the reactor so that electricity remains on the island. Yeah, I see, it's a power plant. Well, let's see what kind of loot there can be. It's actually a little creepy here. There's blood, ew. Let's go up to the second floor. I hope there won't be any zombies there. So, there's some kind of door, a mysterious door. A fan?
Things sure have changed. Not everyone believes it, but the bad guys went good. And we cannot wait for society to welcome us with open arms.
Aren't you a notorious criminal?
Yes. No. Maybe. Sorry, nerves.
It hasn't been easy with a reputation like ours.
You want to work at a bank?
Why not? Some of my best memories are at banks.
You robbed us 3 times.
Duh.
That was this bank?
How are we supposed to get a fresh start if no one will trust us?
I'm keeping my eye on you, Doc.
What was that?
I panicked, okay? I'm a panicker.
The name's Kitty, and these are my associates.
So you're like the bad girls.
We need the bad guys for the biggest heist in history.
Maybe you don't keep up with the news, but we're good now.
I'm not exactly asking.
Don't tell me you guys are bad again.
No, we're being set up. We need to show the world we're good. So we're gonna sabotage them. All right, Mr. Master of Disguise, you're up.
I promise to play you respectfully. Where's my flowers? Prego, cappuccino.
Webbs, do your thing.
I'll be your hacker today.
Snake, we're gonna need some extra muscle.
I'm late for vinyasa. Vinyasa? You think I got this body by sitting around watching TV?
And then we just have to
Tear them apart, limb by limb, until all they can remember is pain.
Wow, okay. I was gonna say stop him, but sure, if there's time, we can do the limb thing. First time for everything, right? Pull us up, Snake!
Vinyasa, baby!
Come on!
Are you kidding me? Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Oh, right.
You're not nervous, right? Because we know what happens when you're nervous. Buddy, I'm sorry. What? No. Help me. Stay with me, Buffalo. Stay with me.
Bestie, I messed up. I have to meet up with my boyfriend's family in less than 10 minutes. I obviously have no time for makeup. There's always a little bit of time for some mascara. Obviously gonna be using Telescopic by L'Oreal. How I get my lashes from this to this masterpiece. The length this mascara gives is insane. That difference. Look at my lashes right now. Steve, you need to go try this immediately. I already feel so much prettier, but I really have to go.
Which, by the way, can be turned on. What?
Then I rummaged through the boxes a little and even found a secret alien weapon, a blaster.
So, that's basically it. Not a lot, not a little, but still pretty good. The hippopotamus, Yeah, it's a hippopotamus, look! So, there's some other building here, and not even one. And what is that build there? So, let's see, I hope we won't see any zombies. We can collect some barbed wire for self-defense, and then we can rest easy. There's some kind of water tank here. Surely it's radioactive water, but we won't go there. Although I would like to go for a swim. Oh my god, and I think here, one of the reactors was torn apart. I don't know. Yeah, everything looks really abandoned, guys. Very much so.
Until recently, I was hoping to find some kind of hint, a note on the plot, or some special item, but unfortunately no. There was only loot, ammo, medicine, and food.
The interesting thing, guys, is that we just have to find the port. I can't basically say that we went around the entire island. I think we just explored 60, maybe 50%. But we need to remember that in the last episode, we learned that there's another island here. So first of all, we need to find out how to get to it after all. We'll be doing that tomorrow.
Day 56 began with the fulfillment of my small dream.
Well guys, I finally want to install these bulldozers. It took me so long to collect them that I could place them everywhere. I honestly have no idea why I need them, but also I'm a collector. So let's make a beautiful museum here. People will be able to come and look at these beautiful bulldozers. Leave a like if you like bulldozers.
And also on this day, I collected wheat, carrots, replanted the seeds, fed the cows and pigs, and also discovered the disappearance of chickens. This basically ended the day. But as night fell, something strange happened. When the sun set, I heard some strange sounds that played throughout the night. And as it turned out, the sound was there for a reason.
What's happening? Where is it coming from? What are zombies doing on my territory?
I didn't understand right away, but literally after a couple of minutes, it dawned on me. On day 56, the zombies began to break blocks. This really shook me.
What is it? It can't be! What? Oh my god! How many of them are there? They're all trying to get into my base, just look!
There were very many of them. I don't know how I lasted until the morning. Of course, they got to my base, but they hadn't broken that many blocks yet. So on day 57, I decided to continue looking for the port, since we have very little time here.
Okay friends, I came to some base, and here I already have a huge number of zombies. I really need to save my ammo. But still, to be honest, we're already running out of it, although I'm constantly finding new ones.
Zombies were running after me, so I had to loot everything very quickly. In the boxes, I found medicine, ammo, and sticks. I decided to quickly check out the entire complex, run through it, and most importantly, so that the zombies didn't drive me into a dead end. I also checked out the tower, but there was nothing on it.
I can already see the zombies are waiting for me down below.
After exploring the camp, I decided to head further along the road.
So there's a road that leads somewhere? I wonder where.
The road completely disappeared into the canyon.
Look at the canyon here. It's just a road in the middle of this cliff. Huron or Ram?
Yes, and now there was a port right in front of me. This was good news, and I really hope that this was the port that we needed.
Oh my god, I think that's the actual port. Most likely we'll somehow be able to find the island here. It's almost night, we need to quickly find something, some kind of clue here.
I didn't really want to spend the night somewhere beyond the canyon in some strange port among zombies, so I urgently needed to find some evidence. There wasn't even a ship in the port, and I didn't even know how we could go from here to another island.
So, beads, a bandage, and some kind of book and quill. Somehow through a horde of zombies we ended up at this port. I'll urgently enter the coordinates. You need to go to the secret island. Look, these are the coordinates! Yeah, it's a little far from here, but now I know where we need to go.
This was the best news in recent days. The zombies are getting stronger and stronger. Before your eyes, they learn to break blocks. Perhaps on another island, I'll find something that can slow down their progress. Day 58, and without hesitation, I decided to go to the very island whose coordinates we found yesterday. After 15 minutes, I was already there and saw the port of the new island. There were already sharks swimming around the port, but this didn't scare me, so I still decided to land on the new island.
Oh nice, I sailed straight to the port. Okay, let's stop the boat here, and let's look what I took with me on my little trip today.
The first thing I brought, of course, a backpack, so that I could put all the things we would find here in it. Took some ammo for a pistol and a machine gun, repaired my tools, took some barbed wire and blocks. And that's basically it.
I took very little of everything so that I could take as many items from this island as I could. And for this, there must be a lot of free space in my inventory. So okay, the first zombies are running towards me. So that I don't waste ammo, I'm gonna place as much barbed wire as I can here. Wait, I don't understand. How are they jumping that high? Why are they jumping so high? What? Guys, did you see that?
Having dealt with the zombies, I decided to keep going. And by the way, sharks continue to swim all around. When I turned the corner, I already saw another zombie.
Look, he's coming towards me with a shovel, and his eyes are pretty orange. That's really weird, guys. How many eyes are there here?
In just 5 minutes, I completely filled my inventory, although it was just empty recently. Next, I decided to go to the containers. Looked around there, but only found one box, which of course I looted. After that, I decided to go to the main building of the port, and it was already way more interesting there.
It's a little scary, to be honest, between you and me. Okay, I want to find some cool loot here. I know it must be here somewhere.
As a result, there wasn't a single box in the building, but I found something way more interesting.
There's just no loot here. Oh wait, there's a note here. A classified cargo is being brought to us. They say it's something from scientists, but where? There's nothing on the island except the village in which we live. Okay, come on, this is getting more interesting, guys. We didn't find any loot here, but what unprecedented evidence did we find? Okay, this already tells me that we may have stumbled upon some kind of plot thread. So, I think it's time to go deeper into the island. Besides, it'll soon be night and we still need to settle somewhere else in the future, since I think that we're here on this island for more than one day.
My further path lay through a gas station, and near it, as usual, there was a huge number of zombies.
So I see zombies attacking me, I see some kind of car. This means that there's 100% a lot of zombies here. So we need to keep everything under control. Let's see what we have here. Unfortunately, there's no gasoline. And yeah, I don't have space anymore. I've only just arrived on the island, and my inventory is already full. So
Bedtime is rough, and we'll go to extremes to fall asleep. Tempur-Pedic adapts to your body's needs to help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. So ditch the eye masks. Head to Ashley to find your perfect Tempur-Pedic.
Return the new salted caramel Butterfingers.
Salted caramel.
You think they can swim? Well, they're pirates.
Crab legs. Knock knock, anyone here? So yeah, here the feel of everything is super apocalyptic. It's just everything has become overgrown. Bandages and a can of gasoline, great, that's super good.
Having looted the gas station, I had to keep going, and most importantly, I need to decide in which direction.
Okay, at least we found gasoline, that's also good. So we have two ways. We can go along some kind of country road, or go left along some road where I can see a bridge and a red car. It's already getting dark. Okay, let's go down the road.
But while I was running, I thought that...
I changed my mind. We need to go back to the gas station. Okay, we're spending the night at the gas station tonight. This is how we're gonna close ourselves, and we need to close all the cracks that zombies can get into.
I had iron, so I quickly made shears to clear the place for my overnight stay. Day 59, and I thought, why not make our base on each island that we visit? Most likely we'll stop here for more than one day, and we still need to spend the night somewhere and store our resources somewhere.
Good morning, everyone, guys. New day.
The first thing I did in the morning, of course, I killed the zombies, and then I began to think about where I should set up my base.
Something tells me that this gas station isn't a bad idea. Okay, it's worth a try. There's everything you need here. You can divide it into several rooms if I need to. I suggest we first put our things here and go get some wood, since I'll definitely need it.
Behind the gas station there was a hill, and on this hill there was a small tropical forest. I decided to go up there and start collecting wood. Past the leaves, I noticed some roofs of some buildings, but the inspection of the roofs was interrupted by zombies, and I decided to do this later, when I finished the base. On day 59, I collected wood. The plan was probably not build a base from scratch, but use the gas station and build it up from there. I won't drag it out for long, it turned out like this in the end.
I did everything that could be done, and my small base is ready. First of all, of course, I got barbed wire and stuck it everywhere as much as possible. And if zombies attack us, then they will definitely stumble upon the barbed wire. Of course, the security is different from the security of our main base, but at least it's something. Plus, I got a huge number of barrels, boxes, barricades like this. I haven't changed anything here yet, I didn't have enough time, but let's go inside. And here it's already really cool for us. First of all, I forgot to do the seat. I lit everything up with torches, placed two beds like this, and placed chests everywhere, so that loot could be stored here for now. Of course, there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done, and so far it looks kind of weird, but for the first time I think that's enough.
Day 61. Today I finally wanted to go explore the area.
There I see a not fully rendered in tower, radio tower probably. I think I need to go there because it's just 5 meters and I haven't gone there yet. So there's some kind of house here, there's a computer, look.
First of all, I looted the booth, found paper there as well as an energy cell. Then I decided to climb on the tower itself, found a pistol and even dark acorn. And by the way, there's even mountain bears on this island. Day 62. 2, and things were starting to get serious here. Today I was planning to go towards those very rooftops. Perhaps there's a settlement there, because at the port they were talking about a village.
So I really hope that there will be some valuable loot in the trunk. Just cobwebs. Great. Whoa, I see some buildings. There's also coal and iron here that can be collected. Nice. I really hope that there wouldn't be a huge number of zombies there, because to be honest, I didn't have much food or medicine.
And yes, as a result, I came across such a settlement, or one might even say a small town. And yes, I was wrong. There were a ton of zombies here.
Okay guys, there's a lot of zombies here. Elephant, why are you sleeping? Lion, come on, help me. There's so many zombies here. Okay, just main thing is not to panic.
I had no choice but to build a pillar and climb onto it. From there I spent maybe 2 minutes shooting zombies. Having killed the zombies, I went down and began to examine the houses in search of something valuable, and perhaps clues to the plot. I even found boxes of food, a lot of food. There were a lot of houses and boxes, as well as loot that was in those same boxes, starting from seeds, bone meal, and ending with medicine, ammo, and everything useful and useless as well. I spent the entirety of day 62 visiting all the houses and went home because it was already getting pretty late. That was very strange. Why? Yeah, on day 63, I decided to return to the city and go to another side of the bridge. A certain complex of buildings surrounded by an electric fence interested me very much. I needed to find out what I could find there.
Guys, I got some news. First, I found a bridge and some kind of military base with barbed wire. Some more news, a horde of zombies is coming right towards me.
It sounded scary, but in fact there were about a dozen zombies here. Maybe that's it. I calmly walked into the complex, I didn't see any super mutants or anything like that, and began calmly looting the entire place.
Okay, it wouldn't hurt to find some medicine. So what? I got scared, guys. Did you see how he jumped at me? Okay, there's still zombies here, and I don't like this. It's really dangerous here, so I really hope there'll be some medicine here.
I entered the following buildings, especially dark ones, very carefully, because judging by my health indicators, I urgently needed bandages, but I didn't have them.
Zeman reports no medicine was found. And oh my god, there's this tower here. There's even a helipad here. Bandage, guys, I found a bandage. Okay, zombies, come out. Oh, there's a decent job here. Where is it going?
I found some other building in which was possible to go down. Maybe it's something like a bunker. And there's quite a lot of jumps here, so I had to jump really carefully.
So I don't want to open the door.
There were quite a lot of zombies in this place, but I quickly dealt with them and went inside. There were 3 rooms with pretty good loot. I even found a secret cannon.
I feel like the zombies don't stand a chance. Good morning, friends. New day. And look, a runner. Look, he's running towards me. Okay, guys. Well, today is a new day. I think that I want to continue exploring the military base and the surrounding area. I would happily relax, maybe build something, but unfortunately we have very limited time. So we need to quickly run to explore everything, find all the evidence here, and already leave this island. So we won't hesitate, let's hit the road again.
The largest building in this complex remained, and I decided to check it out.
I see zombies, by the way, and quite a lot of them, so reload.
If you need a high-performance portable generator at an unbeatable value, check out Predator Generators from Harbor Freight. Whether you need a generator to power your outdoor recreation fun, heavy-duty job site tools, or to keep the lights on at home, there's a Predator.
Oh, good evening. Another one. Look, they're breaking down the doors. Wait, they broke the door. Whoa. They broke the door. Look, there's a bloody trail here. I think I might be leading somewhere. So what if there's something here? Wait, oh my god, there's some kind of door.
Is anyone here? It turned out that yes. As soon as I entered the room, several zombies immediately attacked me.
Okay, I think I killed them all. And look, a whole secret room with bookshelves.
Instead of my expectations of a large lab, a small room was waiting for me. And first, I decided to look around.
And there's 2 boxes here. Harp? Okay, we'll definitely play that.
But in the second box, the loot was way more interesting. A book and quill immediately caught my eye.
Why did they do this? I'll hide the antidote and the virus here so they don't continue to do so. It seems I figured it out. There's only one place on the island where you can understand the location of the secret. And the letter ends, guys! Most likely there's some kind of secret objects on this island somewhere, and I need to find it.
I thought, where on the island I've never been, and then remembered one place.
The note said that there was only one place on the island where you could understand something. And basically, having walked around the entire place, I can say that there's only one last spot left that we haven't been to. And that's right there. So I think it's worth trying to go there. The only thing that bothers me is that there's a car parked there and the doors are already open. I hope there's no bandits or something, otherwise they might kill me.
After treating myself with bandages and mustering up my courage, I went closer to the entrance.
I see the first bandit! He's coming down from the mountain! Come on! Okay, let's check the trunk. Fish and knife. Well, I don't have any more inventory space. Okay, let's try to go inside.
At the entrance, I was greeted by a camera, which seemed quite strange to me.
I don't see anyone here. Okay, it's clean. So I'll put a torch somewhere like this and look around. So there's the first box here. We got a flamethrower and book and quill. Let's read it. The flamethrower is very good against a crowd of zombies. But here, by the way, there's another page. Just kidding, it's useless. Zombies don't burn. Your team. Well, thank you guys, as usual.
But having looked around the room better, in one of the boxes I found another book and quill, where everything was very simple, just 2 lines, most likely coordinates.
I think that perhaps this is the next clue to where we need to go, but I think I'll still return home and unload my things, and I want to improve the house a little and do a couple more cool things, and then we'll go to these coordinates. But for now, we're heading back to base.
On day 65, I reached my base on this island, and decided to collect the most valuable of the chests in order to finally go home. Having collected all my things, I went to the shore. I had to swim a little bit. On day 66, I finally got to my island. Yeah, it's cool that my team is adding a storyline to survival. In addition to the hardcore survival itself, we also learned the history of the world which we inhabit.
Okay guys, I'm finally home.
Of course, the first thing I decided to do was go to my farm. All the crops had grown and needed to be harvested. I think that we should think about expanding our farm, maybe add a second floor.
What did you forget here? Get out of my house! Where'd you come from? What do you want? I think I've known them for like 1,000 days now. And why are you still leaving the caves? Wait, stop right there. What's gotten over you? We just sat there, slept, didn't bother anyone, and here we go again.
On day 67, I decided to go get some wood, and basically look around the area again, in case I missed something.
Come on, look, lurking over there, and it's a river zombie, so I need to be vigilant.
I first found a tree on the hill near my house, and then I remembered that I had a pier with boats, and decided to sail a little bit.
Okay, we have a boat here, it's not bad guys, let's swim and look for some trees. This elephant has been standing there since the beginning of survival, and he's still there. Oh, sugarcane, we'll take that.
And while collecting sugarcane, I saw something very unusual.
What is that? Come on, wait, what? Oh my god, it's a volcano! Where did the volcano come from? There's lava pouring out of it, that's not a good sign. So, okay, I came closer and I see these swampers here. Wait, I feel like one is coming right at me. Okay, carefully, don't come to me! God, calm down. Okay, I need to heal. Look, I have half a heart in the head. I'm just on the edge, guys, just on the edge. Apart from the ocelots, I don't think there's anyone else yet. So there's some coal here, I'll get it. This is insane. And look, there's magma blocks scattered around.
And a second later, I heard the sound of spreading lava, and I realized that the volcano can most likely spew lava as well. I'm scared to even imagine what will happen if this volcano really wakes up.
Purely in theory, if he wakes up straight away, then it won't be really sweet for our house. Okay, that's it, let's go home, it's already evening.
Yes, day 68. So far the volcano didn't bother me much, and I decided to improve my house a little, and I just had something to improve.
Well guys, today I came up with a really cool idea. I want to make this canopy here, which will be a new floor for the enchanting table, and all sorts of other things that I'll do in this survival.
I still didn't want to expand our base in all directions, because the ravine had already been excavated, and if anything would need to be done for additional protection for our new territories. So I decided to make the most useful use of my territory that I already have. It turned out something like this. A whole new room for all my little things.
First of all, of course, I'll set up an enchanting table, and I will have to make it so that there will be possible to enchant everything to top-notch tier. And I have 28 levels, so I can enchant pretty much everything. Great.
I also decided to release the tiger. I should have done this a long time ago, but now he's free. Getting a little carried away, by day 70, I decided to add leaves everywhere. As for me, this decorated this building way more. Yes, day 27. Today I decided to go on a little trip straight into the jungle, and for a good reason. Really not in vain. Because I saw this, and decided that it was 100% worth coming here.
Okay guys, I was just walking along the road and saw these white windmills on the mountain. Honestly, I think I'd better reload because
Can't let these guys get inside me. We have to defend our base. Okay, this is gonna be close. We need at least 10 gold. They're getting so close to the base. Okay, you know what? 5 will do. Let's build the archer tower. There we go. The defense is looking good. Nice. Wait, they're coming from the right side as well. I'm getting double penetrated. Okay, let's build the second archer tower. There we go. The walls are up. Nice. Okay, the boss is approaching. We need some gold here. The 15 should do. Let's build another archer tower. Nice. There we go. Now they're getting triple penetrated. Look at all the gold coming in, and the boss is out as well. Okay, can we build the 4th wall? This is gonna require a lot of gold, so let's defend. This is Kingshot, and it's completely free to play. Just tap to download now.
Asthma doesn't want you to be the cool mom. Triggers can pop up at any moment, and Asthma says you can't. But by making better control of your severe asthma possible, Tezspire says you can. Tezspire.
It looks kinda serious. The main thing is to act carefully and just reload. Oh, so okay, yeah, there's zombies here, and quite a lot. So, come on, barbed wire will save me? Yes, great. Guys, you are stupid, of course, and as they were, they just remained the same, although they jump quite high. Yeah, we must be careful. They're making their way. Come on, oh look, he deceived the system. Guys, the most important thing in a zombie apocalypse is to not be nervous, because if you're nervous, it will end badly.
First of all, of course, I wanted to understand why there were so many zombies here and what kind of structure it was.
Let's now understand where we are, because I have no idea yet. So, there's a helipad here, that's obvious, and there's a chest. Come on, let's take a look. It's empty. What?
At first glance, there's absolutely nothing. The chests are filled with some kind of loot, but not that good. At that moment, I decided to go higher, and right there, my first surprise awaited me.
So far, I really don't like it, and I wonder why windmills still work in this zombie apocalypse. Who can tell me why? Whoa, look, he's a mutant! Yeah, and ordinary zombies, I really need to be more careful.
No matter how relaxed I am in this survival, it sometimes reminds me that one wrong step and the zombies will kill me. And that's all, so I have to be careful.
Vending machines with food, look, and it seems the cellar as well. There's a lot of goodies here, but I can't take them. Come on, let me read the sign. Stop blocking my view. Look, he just won't let me read the sign. Well, I guess we need to go inside. So, guys, which door do you prefer? Right, left, or... Okay, let's go left first. Well, there's a TV here, let's take it. Oh, what a comfortable chair, let's take it too. And look at that sofa!
This room had the usual standard loot, nothing special, so I decided to go to the next room with goodies.
There's a lot of goodies here, but you won't be able to take them.
But there was a pleasant surprise here. There was a box nearby, and in it...
Oh, and this is the reward! Nice! I can take some goodies, and this makes me really happy. So wait, there's a piece of paper, and here it says he can. So, well, what can I say? We're left with this last building. One chest, another drawer, and some kind of sign. If you press the button, it'll be interesting. The button is apparently this lever. Okay, well, let's start by checking out the chest in the jar.
In the chest, I found some loot and a note, and I decided to read it straight away.
Day 247. This is a success. We've achieved results in controlling weather conditions. But Yevgeny made a mistake in his calculations, and equipment is not working properly. You need to be more careful with the button. Whoa, I don't like this at all. What does it even mean? I don't have to press this button and just leave, but I'm so curious at what will happen.
I decided to think a little bit, and besides, it was already evening. It was too late to go home, so I decided to seal all the holes in this building, and in the morning, I would see what I would do with this lever.
Well, guys, I decided to press the button. So what? Nothing happened. Oh my god! Oh my god! What is this?
Running out into the street, at first I didn't understand, but then I immediately got it very strongly. These clouds are added by certain mods to weather conditions, and these weather conditions are not the best, because hurricanes and tornadoes can appear, winds of such strength that they can demolish any bunker and house. So this news was really terrifying for me.
Okay, I don't even know what to think. I think I'll just head home now. With shaders, it still looks pretty strange.
Day 73, and it started very calmly, but yesterday's pressing of the button made itself felt. At some point, the wind near my house became very strong.
Oh my god, guys, look! Guys, things are really bad. This is the most real storm. Look at how terrible it is. Look, giraffes are flying. What is going on? The main thing is that it doesn't hit my house. I just really hope it doesn't hit my house. Oh my god, it's simply incredible.
In just 3 or 4 minutes, it was over. I thought that nothing terrible had happened, but I was very mistaken.
Oh no, guys, look! Look at what the storm did! It just destroyed everything here. Well, okay, we'll have to restore it. What can we do?
Surviving on a zombie island brings us new challenges. On day 74, I decided to go to a cave because I was running out of coal. And basically, I met a fairly good horde of zombies, which I dealt with just as well.
Well, I finally got to the cave and I can get some coal and maybe some iron, because this is also in short supply. And look, he's running at me right now.
On day 75, I decided to visit the city where we were in the second episode. It was simply impossible to loot everything in one go, or even in 2.
Honestly, it feels like the zombies are just chasing me. I want to go further and explore everything here, because soon I'll have to go to the different island, and perhaps it'll be the last visit. So I want to explore this world to the end as much as possible.
The volcano hasn't bothered me much yet. Day 76. Today I decided to walk along a road and came across a horde of zombies. The fight turned out to be epic.
Oh my god, look at how many zombies there are! Look, there's someone in the rock there! So, okay, we need to somehow deal with the zombies first. Look at the number of them! There's really so many! Look, I'm about to run out of ammo, no!
My fight with the zombies lasted about 5 minutes, and as soon as it ended, I decided to go to that weird building.
And by the way, look, I can see the same volcano from here. I hope he doesn't cause us any problems though. So, let's see what we have here. We seem to have gotten rid of the zombies. I can assume this is a former tunnel. Let's collect barbed wire, we're gonna need it. Well, okay, let's see what we have here. It looks quite creepy. And look, there's some kind of survivor base. Only there's no survivors here.
I can tell you that I really came here for a reason. There were a lot of boxes here and there was something to be found.
But with this, we need to get out of here and we'll go home, because it's already evening.
Day 77. It's time to recover from the hurricane. Of course, it's a shame, but this is survival on a zombie island. Anything can happen here. Unfortunately, our cliff house was also damaged. It also had to be restored. On day 78, I was completely done with recovery. You see, as if nothing had happened. Day 79. It has long been my plan to improve the area in front of my base, and perhaps make it part of my base. So today, I completely focused on this. Progress is not really visible, but actually I added steps and divided the territory into layers and prepared for further improvement.
And only a lonely zombie waits for me to come up and take a selfie with him. Okay, I think he's not alone. There's actually 3 of them. As I said, they're not really that smart.
I also thought it was a really cool idea to create a wheat farm right on the hill. So on day 80, I tried to do just that. The day dragged on very slowly, so I still had time to lay the paths. But the next day, I was already finishing up all the little things. For example, setting up a fence as well as some defensive points. Look at what happened. I'm really happy when what I intended comes out.
Look, here I have a whole wheat terrace, the entrance to our parking lot. Here I expanded the territory a little. Firstly, I added this cool thing. It consisted the fact that zombies can't get through here, but I can easily walk through. I'm not sure about the little zombies though, but we'll figure something out with them. I made a fence here, leveled the territory everywhere, so to speak, and made access to our new bridge, which we will build, because the last hurricane simply demolished it. Okay, I'm very pleased. It turned out really cool. I really like it.
On day 82, I decided to go collect as much barbed wire as I could, because my supplies were already running out, and the base had to somehow be defended. Day 83. It has begun. The volcano started to erupt. Looking ahead, survival can be divided into before and after, because everything has completely changed.
Come on, look, wait! There's lava, here's lava, there's lava, and oh my god, I think the volcano has awakened. Yes. Alright, I don't even know what to do in this case. So far I've been lucky and nothing has fallen onto my house. If I were surviving a volcano apocalypse, I would tell you what to do, but I don't know in this situation. Okay, I think we need to go closer to the volcano and see how things are there.
At such moments, zombies fade into the background. You completely forget that you're in a zombie apocalypse.
Look, this is some kind of apocalypse. Everything is just filled filled with lava. Look, the forest is on fire. Oh my god. This is just insane. Lava is everywhere. I don't know what to do. Apparently, such a scenario was probably originally planned for this map. Oh my god, look, I'm just running along the road. There's lava on the right, lava on the left. Everything is just on fire, even the trees. This is just complete insanity. I don't even know what to do with it, and lava will probably keep coming and coming.
On day 84, things got even worse. The lower level of the ground was completely filled with lava.
But I think the volcano has entered the next stage. He's filling everything with lava. Look, where there used to be roads where zombies were running, it's now filled with just lava. In fact, the volcano poses an even greater danger to us.
I just needed to do something in case the lava rose even higher. On day 85, it was decided to build a reserve base on the hill. This is our fallback option if the lava level rises too high.
So okay, I hear zombies here. Oh my god, how many are there? Don't trample my wheat. Who remembers? In the first episode, we had a first base here, and now we're going back. So let's try it again. Only this time on the mound. Nostalgia.
To begin with, I decided to level the area a little, because after all, there's not much space here. Next, I started building the base itself. I decided to make it small since it's our secondary base, just in case. On day 86, I was done, and this is what it looks like.
This is the kind of base that we have, guys. I even tried to decorate it a little bit. Its only problem, of course, is that it's completely unprotected. I collected barbed wire for this. Now let's try to somehow strengthen it.
I keep hoping that we won't really need this base, but I lined it all up with zombie barbed wire as best as I could. Day 87 has arrived and I have good news. The volcano stopped erupting and the lava didn't go anywhere further. This is really good news because we can finally take a breath. There's probably only one unfinished building left at my base, and that's the bridge. So today I spent the whole day building it.
Well guys, I finished the bridge. Here you can see how difficult it can be. Tomorrow I'll go there and remove this dirt. But the bridge really turned out to be really cool and convenient. I'll show you closer. Look at how beautiful it is. It's a really stunning brick bridge. Everything as it should be. What a beauty. In general, you and I have just built so much in this survival.
Day 89, I started packing my things to go to the third island.
I think my team has it all figured out, considering we're nearing the end of our survival. I think this will be the last island. Well, or one of the last. We'll see. I really hope that I'll be able to return to my base, because I've built so much here. I would like to do even more. But now we'll go to the coordinates that we need.
That's what I did, but I still wanted to run past the place where we started this survival, where we appeared on the very first day.
I remember how I stood here completely without anything, and the first thing I did was loot this box. Okay, it's time to hit the road.
I swam the entirety of day 90, but on day 91, I finally saw land.
Look, there's a lighthouse, and I think we've arrived. Yes, we're here. Well, let's see what we have at the lighthouse. I really hope we don't get eaten by zombies. Well, let's see what we have in this lighthouse.
As soon as I got ashore, I noticed the man, but he turned out to be just a merchant and friendly. Further, more interesting, I went to the building itself, the lighthouse annex.
Oh wow, some nasty stuff happened here. So we have nothing on the second floor.
Next, I went to the lighthouse itself. Going upstairs, there were a couple of boxes, but the most interesting thing was the note.
Okay, there's a note here. The lighthouse had to be extinguished, otherwise they would have found me. They took everything I treasured from me. There'll be no life where there hasn't ever been life. A really interesting note.
As I climbed up the stairs, I found some pretty cool loot. On the very top floor, I even found an alien cannon and climbed to the vantage point. From there, you could see the entire coast. There's no safer place in the zombie apocalypse than a lighthouse surrounded by water, so I decided to stay here overnight. Morning of day 92. From the lighthouse, I couldn't see anything on land, so I decided to swim, and after a while, I found a clue.
Live life never bugged with STEM's Fan Trap. Using UV light, it attracts and traps bugs 24/7. No odor, no mess. Live life never bugged with STEM.
Introducing Domino's first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try it for the first time tonight.
That started right from the shore.
Okay, so I think we're moving in the right direction. Okay, let's see what we can find here. Oh, guys, I think they're after me. So I've never seen so many hammers. The main thing is to not let them get close, otherwise it won't be really cool. So how much HP do they have?
Yes, I was really scared by so many hammers, but on the whole, I dealt with them quickly enough and kept going.
Look, I see something here. There's something right there in the mountain. Okay, maybe this is a tunnel that will show us the way, but to be honest, it looks a little creepy. Wait, who is that? Oh my god, whoa, that was just a zombie. I thought it was some new mutant. I hear a lot, and I mean a lot of zombies, and I even see them.
The tunnel was long, but not compared to what I will see next.
There's another door here, and to be honest, it's a little scary. Look at how many flights of stairs. What? Oh, there's iron and some plates here. Well, we'll take everything in case I need it. Well, guys, now our task is to rise to the very top. There's probably like 30 flights of stairs here, which is even more than any high-rise building.
While I was climbing the stairs, I remembered how cool this survival was. An incredible map for my team, random events, a sea of zombies and cool locations. It was really sick.
So guys, I'm up. Finally, my head is just spinning. Just look at how many flights I can see here. It's insane. Okay guys, I can see something behind the glass. Let's just open the door already. Opening the door, an amazing picture opened up to me.
Firstly, a living zombie and friendly. And secondly, yes, we were in the mouth of a volcano. There were a lot of boxes with interesting loot around. The first thing I decided to do was talk to this same Marty.
Yeah, look, he can sell us an impulsive rifle and most importantly a book and quill for these things that I found. Let's buy it and read what's there. Thank you for your help. I hope these antidotes help me before I become one of them. It's unlikely that all infected people can be saved. Take care of yourself, traveler.
We saved the person, and that already makes me happy. Walking into the next room, there was another note.
The laboratory became our last home. The world collapsed because of the reagents. This is where the beginning of the end happened. I'm asking you, go to the mouth of the volcano and take what can help you. Good luck, traveler. Guys, I feel like we're going to go there right now. Okay, it's a little exciting to be honest, but let's give it a try. Oh my god. Under a moon, guys. Under a real square moon. I think we'll have to get to this box. Let's try to do this. I have some cobblestone. I hope that everything will work out for us and that everything won't break right under me. Well, I'm right in front of this very box, and I think I can open it. Plasma generator, cannon, and book and quill. You were able to get here. What? Guys, I think this is the end. We were able to get through this survival. You can return to the island and finish your business. Mega Zombie Wave has been cancelled due to the fact that you completed the story. Congratulations. Oh my god, guys. So that means the survival is over. We were able to survive this zombie apocalypse. And plus, considering that it's not day 100 yet, we can go back to the island and do our own things.
And so that's exactly what I did. On day 94, I returned back to my island. I had 6 days left to do all sorts of different things. Before I could even blink, day 100 had already arrived. That is all. Like and subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next survival. Bye bye.